Hey there, it's Wayfair here, where delivery and setup are as easy as a few taps on your phone. You're relaxing in an old hammock, scrolling Wayfair's app, when you spot it, a brand new patio set. Next thing you know, Wayfair delivers it right to your patio and sets it up. Oh, you need a new grill too? All right, Wayfair's got you covered. With Wayfair's Room of Choice delivery and fast expert setup on qualifying orders, life gets a little easier. Visit wayfair.com or the Wayfair app.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
You probably used to say before when you met somebody maybe at a networking event, you said, well, go and check out my website. And you were very proud when you said that. The thing is that today, we don't even say that anymore. You can probably say, yeah, you can check me out on Instagram, on LinkedIn, or whatever, right? And the thing is that today, this is what's really been happening. People are actually skimming the AI answers, and they're seeing those previews, and they're choosing without even seeing your own homepage. They're just simply there. So if your website is still being the front go-to thing that you say to people as your first door to your brand, then it is not dead, but it is the wrong place for people to actually find out a little bit more about you. Now, let's pull back the little bit of the curtain here, because I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm doing in my business with our website. And I know I slightly told you about it on the first episode on this trilogy on AI, but I'm going to go even further today. And how are we updating our pages, and what are we actually doing so you can actually show up better for these AI tools? So let's go inside. Hey, I'm Veronica De Polo, and with more than 15 years being a marketing strategist, are you ready for actionable bite-sized episodes about business advice on marketing, branding, and messaging to take your business to the next level? If you're a service business owner, we'll show you how to attract qualified leads on social media and beyond. We'll reveal the art of showcasing your brand effectively, and will uncover the best strategies to hook your audience so they keep coming for more. Say goodbye to outdated marketing strategies and embrace the power of change. Welcome to the Branding Momentum Podcast. So this is exactly what we've been training quietly AI so that it can actually see us. Most brands build their site for humans only, So if you're only thinking that only humans are going to go to my website, great. And that was perfect until a few years ago. So what we've been doing, and with the more buzz about AI and all these tools, and you're getting shown into summaries, and we're not being shown into summaries, and I bet you're not even shown into summaries because this is really recent, very new, then our website needed a lot of work to actually start talking to those non-human people so we could get into those amazing and beautiful and boring AI summaries. And I know I like to say it like this, but I'm being truthful. Honestly, it bugged me when I saw them. And actually, recently, Google asked me if I wanted to get AI summaries. And I said, no, I don't want to. I want to keep researching and looking for stuff. I know I get a little bit salty about it, but I'm like, no, I want to use my brain. I want to keep searching things and I want to find them. But I know I am not the majority of the people out there. I know a lot of people don't have the time, and that's why these summaries are becoming more popular, and people don't have the time because they're lazy or whatever, and they trust whatever the AI summaries are saying. I get it. But enough about me and my little brain. Honestly, I want to go in deeper a little bit more what we have been using. So we've been implementing these code, which I am telling you, I am not a code whatsoever, but I can read it because it's in English. Thank you very much. And I can read whatever the code comes in. I've been doing this for the last 2 months, fixing our website. I've been asking ChatGPT to give me all the tools that I can have within. I use actually Wix and I use Kajabi. So I'm going to go a little bit more in detail here. So bear with me. And these are topics that are really passionate to me because, like I said before, I want to get this thing right. I want to end up showing up. So I am focused. So I've been asking simple questions and it gave me a bunch of lists of things to do. And I've been going through this list every single day, little by little, fixing it and going back to the list and like, is it okay again? Are you sure? Is it the right way? Is it AEO, SEO 2025? Because I'm obsessed that everything needs to be AEO. And if you haven't listened to the first trilogy of the episode, it's all about answer engine optimization, which is extremely important. So go back and listen to that. But before we continue, so we're doing these schema markups. So this is code that you put into pages that you think these AI tools will actually discover you, right? So I grab the code, I read that everything is fine, that my website is there. Sometimes I've said to ChatGPT, and I'm being completely honest and behind the scenes with you and real, I said, no, you've used a different kind of URL, so you need to fix that. So they fix it for me. And I'm positive. And I always ask ChatGPT like 1,000 times, are you sure this is correct? Do we have the right keywords, the right words, the right questions, the right answers to what people are searching for? So these are all commands that you need to be telling your ChatGPT or any other tool that you're actually using. So these tools actually can help you get into those things. And there I tell you, there are people that are hiring people just to write their names and answers all day long so that they show up on these AI summaries. But we're not that. We're composed. Now, I could explain a little bit more about schema, but I think you need to grab your hands and ask ChatGPT about schema. So I want to actually move on from this topic. Now, the way that it was before, so let's go back to last week. I don't know, this thing is going so fast that who knows. It was, you go to the website, you go to the about, you have your services, you have your contact, and that was how people actually found you. Now, everything is about discovering you through AI summaries, like I said, or podcast, or emails, or subject lines, or your LinkedIn. And let me tell you, there is a research that said, and it's from Gartner, is a company that does these sort of studies, okay? It said that search was going to drop 25% by 2026. Imagine search was going to drop 25%. So people were they're going to be asking their phones like Siri, Alexa, Google, all these people, ChatGPT, and they're going to get the answers and they're going to take it as face value. So how do you get discovered today? In this AI world, you get discovered by your clips, by your newsletters, by replies, by Spotify, by Apple. So that's the new, actually, top of funnel if you want to be talk about in marketing terms. So the top of funnel used to be the emails and your social media. Well, now you're gonna get discovered right now by your carousels, your TikToks, because people are actually going to these tools to actually get their news, get their information, and it's all about their interest. So your homepage needs to be right now like a confirmation that you are a human, that you are a real business. Can you believe that? I know. Yeah, you've been paying for that domain, but it's real because there's so many bogus links that are shown up. ChatGPT is not 100% correct all the time. I'm sorry, ChatGPT. I'm talking about you. Yes, you here in my computer. And in my phone, I know that it can hear me, although it's in airplane mode, but it's still. So your website, what it needs to do is to be like the closer. So they've gone through your socials, they've seen all your stuff, and your website will seal the deal. Like, there is a real person, there is a real business. This is exactly what they do, which is consistent to everything else that they've been putting out. If you are posting things like, and I don't want to really talk about content creation because I already did in the previous of the trilogy. But if you are creating random content, which is like, I don't know, you went to an event and then you sign up a client and things like that, and you're not really telling AI tools what your really business is all about. So, and this is really quite important because your website should support everything that you're putting out into the internet for them to actually put you in the right box so that they can say, oh, I recommend you this one. Oh, how beautiful. So lovely, right? So what are the kind of things that you can actually do right now for your website? And I'm going to go back again and tell you a little bit more about what I did. Right now, and I mentioned it in the first episode because I thought I was going to really forget to tell you about it. And I spilled the beans there, but I'm going to repeat it here slowly and more beautifully for you. So, as I said, I'm doing the schema, but I'm also using my ChatGPT to help me create everything that I'm creating, everything that it becomes like a description, everything that is my website pages. I'm always telling it, please give me AEO, SEO, copy so that I can actually put, and these AI tools can actually pick it up and understand what the business is all about. But what I did reveal was that I was creating hidden pages within my website where I can actually create a bunch of questions, which actually ChatGPT gave me based on my ideal potential clients and who do I want to attract in my cold audience. And we're creating pages with questions and answers to things that my business does. So when this AI tool is getting a question just like that, my website should be able, it doesn't even have to be in public. It's behind the scenes. I'm not even putting it in my menu. It's just behind it. The link has the same name that I'm talking about. The questions inside, I am using the schema for that page, which is code, and I am inserting it hidden so that the AI tools go there. And if I have any pictures, I'm putting alt captions and I'm putting image captions. I'm putting everything that I need to so they actually get all the information. This is exactly what I've been building for the last 2 months, and I don't think I'm done yet, although I'm going to be most probably continuing to do this for the next 2 to 3 weeks. By the time that I'm recording this is July 13th, and I am off in August. So until July 13th, until the last day of July, I'll be working on my AEO, SEO, all my schema on all my pages. You can do schemas on your landing pages, on your freebies, on your sales page, on each of your products. It is a lot of work. I do admit it is a lot of work, but I think you can actually try and do this maybe in summer right now. Why not? If you're taking the time off, why not do this little exercise? Because it doesn't hurt anybody if you're trying to show up. What I do recommend is that you continue to ask ChatGPT, can you find me? If somebody asks about my business, does it help this kind of person? So if you have a pain that you solve, ask ChatGPT if you come up in the results, and it will actually tell you if you do or not. And it will actually even tell you, you know what? Grab this question and go to Perplexity or go to Claude and ask this question and do this, because if you don't find out how you're showing up, how they're picking it up, what needs to be worked on, then we are invisible. We are invisible. And I think we're too cute to be invisible. I'm kidding. But I'm honestly saying, I think we need to work on this seriously. If you have not taken the time to create content consistently in your business, I am sorry to tell you, you don't have to. But you do have to start using your words better. So these AI tools know exactly, and they can actually differentiate you from your competitors. This is the whole point of my entire life. Differentiate yourself from your competitors. Be unique in what you say, not copy everybody else. And I went on a rant, and this is what it is. I got excited because I think I already said anything that I needed to say, but this is a topic that gets me fired up, and I want everybody else to like, chop, come on, let's go. We are seeing AI as the beginning of what it was to have internet. Really, it's like the dial-up. It's like, okay, this is the same thing. If you ever lived it, if you're listening to me and you're 20 and you're like, what are you talking about, bitch? I'm like, okay, I am not talking about because you weren't born. But for those of us that were born and had to hook ourselves with a little thingy to our phones, this is exactly what we're living right now. AI is here to stay. It is not going to be changed. Some countries might regulate them. I don't think so because they're making money, but maybe Europeans will do because we in Europe, we regulate and we protect who we are and our brand. And so you can't, release our data just like that. And thank God I live in Europe. Okay. But this is something that we need to get our hands on because it's like having a phone book and not showing up in the phone book. It's not an option. I do think we need to get our hands into this. If you are a business or a personal brand that works locally, make sure that you put wherever you are, your location in every single place, and put that address everywhere you are, because that is what will actually be picked up by these AI tools. If you're just like me, that you are simply in the air like the internet and you provide services and here in Europe and the US and other places, then we need to be a little bit more hands-on because we are having a big competition. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. From the bottom of my heart, please don't go in circles. If you have any questions, please do let me know. I reply to emails. I reply to my DMs as well. If you have any questions further, how you can double down on this is free of charge. Come on. This is free everywhere. So I'm not going to even charge you for my brain. No, I'm into other stuff. Okay. I will see you in August. I will see you when I'm rested because my brain needs it. And especially with all these AI things, my brain is about to explode. So, yep, I'll see you in September. Okay. Have a great rest. Have a great time. Enjoy the sun and the sunshine. And I'll see you very, very soon. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.